Well, here she is. This is my section of one barn. Here's my 522XI. I got the single stage 79365 snowblower hooked up. I don't have the belt on. I don't have the crank for the chute hooked up. I got the bar right there. I've never put a snowblower on one of these before. I picked up my two-stage 79366 snowblower 4 years ago from Mankey Service in Owatonna, and I've never installed it. I got this one early December through eBay. The guy only lived about 8 miles from where I live, but still haven't tested it out yet. I should have done that within the 30 days I bought it. I messed up my back a couple weeks ago. I was eating some gluten-free cookies that have eggs and egg whites and almonds in them, and my back tightened up, and one day about almost 2 weeks ago I lifted up the Toro single stage snowblower a waitress at work gave to me, and I lifted it, carried it out through here, and I strained my back. And I stopped eating those cookies, and now my back is slowly getting better. But why I'm pointing at the floor is, well, this is, you can see the floor. This is actually progress. You can see the floor. Well, there's dust on it. There's a pile of stuff there, but I've done a lot more work in here, between August 2019 and December 2019 than I've done in here for years. Sorry, my hand is shaking. Than I've done for years because the darn Lyme disease, and well, January 2017, the gal in Montana dumped me. She dumped me. Well, she just said, well, we're no longer friends. And boy, did that hit me hard. I had hoped to marry her. I really love her a lot, and just so many things just felt right with her, and she found a different guy near where she lives and started dating him, I think summer 2016, and finally told me December 15th 2016, I've been afraid to tell you this, boy, but I've been dating another guy for several months and it's getting serious. And yeah, she must have been just kept putting it off, and maybe her mom or a friend or her sister or everybody was telling her, you really shouldn't be leading Boyd on. If it's getting serious with this other guy, you gotta tell Boyd. Well, she waited until December, and bam. But yeah, I've been on azithromycin since about middle of August 2019, and it really helped me feel better. I've done a lot of work in this. This is a section of one barn. I rent a section of another barn, plus I got a grain bin that I have stuff in. And my goal is to clear out enough stuff in the other barn, in the section I rent in the other barn, to get all of this stuff in there and move out of this section. There's some pretty nasty dust in here. There used to be hay storage up above, and The darn mice get in and out of here all the time. A couple weeks when I was in here, I found corn kernels in the muffler of my tractor right there. Well, there's a cornfield right next door, and the corn never got harvested last fall. And then the darn walls, you know, the mice can get in and out of here fairly easy, I believe. But yeah, it's when I walk in here, I look at the floor because there's nothing on it. I can actually see the floor. I've gotten rid of that much stuff. I had this is nuts and bolts. I had this by the sliding door, and the snow blows in through the sliding door and got on top of it. So anyway, I'll have to dump that out after the end of the video. But I got the engine for sale in that 520 LXI. I should drag the tractor out, get pictures of it, and put it on eBay. And then my 520 XI, I need to fix the linkage and the hydro. And then sell it because it doesn't have power steering. The other two tractors have power steering. My goal is to put a Vanguard engine on the 520 LXI because that has power steering. The 520 XI doesn't have power steering. 522 XI has power steering. And when I have a flare-up of the Lyme disease, I lose strength in my arms, and I actually get pain in my arms doing, like mopping the floor at work. And it actually makes a difference having a tractor with power steering in it. But yeah, I was going to clear stuff out of the other barn so I could get my 2009 Ranger in there, fix it up and sell it. And once I sell it, I'll pay off my newest Ranger, which is the only Ranger I have a loan on, and then pay off credit cards, and then I would have my start on my debt snowball. A debt snowball is what anyone who's heard of Dave Ramsey, he has a radio show. He's on Sirius Satellite Radio, and he talks about getting out of debt and not having credit cards, trying to save up money to buy a car, that kind of thing. And it's been a really slow, very, very slow process for me getting rid of stuff, getting rid of projects. And I got this Snapper snowblower on a pizza delivery a year ago for free. And I spent $102 at a shop having them rebuild the carburetor. Well, now it's got a leaking fuel hose. If I put fuel in the gas tank, it leaks out pretty fast. So, and then I guess we got a snowstorm coming this weekend. I should start up my John Deere snowblower and run it, and probably load it in my truck so I can do the sidewalk where my mom and I live. It's my trailer outside sits up kind of high, and it's kind of hard to load up that tractor in it. I've thought about just taking the bed off of it and putting plywood on it and having a lower platform on my trailer, but I get a snow blade too. For the people who have wandered over to this video from one of my other videos of things for sale, no, I don't bring people here to the barns to show them my stuff. I've had people wanting to see all my other stuff, and well, I'm sure they usually mean well, but I don't know I almost never know who they are, so I'm not going to just show someone, some random new person, all my stuff. But anyway, there's here and there when I used to part out riding mowers, I'd keep various parts, right angle gearboxes, stack pulleys. Down there is a double pulley from a Toro Groundsmaster. Let me pull this piece of plastic away. I think I have about 4 of them. Oh, there's another one right next to it. And there's a double pulley thing from an old mower deck that I salvaged. Well, I got this on eBay. But I really want to make a pull-type mower out of this Snapper 52-inch walk-behind, commercial walk-behind. But anyway, I should put air in that tank so I could air up tires in here. What I would love to have a nice electric air compressor. That would be something very useful for me to have, but this definitely is progress. The area where the tractor is sitting, this was just, I had a trash can and I had a lot of miscellaneous stuff sitting here, and that was the first area I cleaned up. And then I went back there and I think I got rid of the latter part of 2019, I got rid of how many tractor frames? The 2 MTD 4-wheel steer. No, they were Sears 4-wheel steer. 2 of those. There was a frame from an MTD that I got from my coworker's stepdad. Then there was a Snapper rear engine rider. I got rid of that. It was down to the frame. And what else? I hauled 2 loads of scrap metal in from here latter part of 2019, but that's what I keep looking at, is the floor when I come in here, because I had so much stuff in here, it was hard to walk on the floor, and I made progress all by myself with no help from anyone else to clean this place up. But what I'm afraid of is, in early 2019, my doctor let me go back on azithromycin. I had about 3.5 weeks worth of pills in my bottle. I took those through February, and then I started feeling better. I felt pretty good in March, and then I nosedived in April of 2019. I nosedived so bad that my legs, I nosedived, which was a flare-up of the Lyme. My legs were 24 hours a day. Felt like I had ran a marathon the previous day. And anyway, I got these wood crates, I think, from Menards. I got a bunch of sheets of plywood in the other barn, and I was thinking about actually making crates about the size. Is that the smaller one? I think this is the smaller one. Making crates about that size. I was thinking with 1 sheet of plywood I could make, I think, about 8 crates, 18 by 24 by 12 inches deep. And wooden crates, I could stack them. These plastic crates, you really can't stack them if you have much of anything that's too heavy in them. But anyway, that I showed that Toro tractor cab in an earlier video, and now I remember I got that one for free. It was free with I went drove up somewhere between the Twin Cities and Duluth, for a snowblower attachment for a Toro 260 series. The guy had a nice property, you know, I don't know, 5-10 acres, and his wife bugged him to get rid of stuff. And he pretty much begged me to take that cab. There's the back window, the clear plastic back window is broken. You know, I could possibly get my mom to replace that, but you know, it was free. But I got a bunch of lawnmower tires. I should get rid of some of them. I got extra tanks. I got my old Columbia trike back there that I got about 4 or 5 years ago. It actually has a differential rear axle, so it drives both rear tires instead of one. Years ago I bought a adult-sized trike at Walmart, and well, it only propelled one of the rear tires, so if you tried to ride it through snow, you know, it didn't work. But anyway, yeah, there's my tractor. Got the extra. I added that that luggage rack I bought off eBay. I think, now that I remember it, I didn't pay much for it on eBay. I think the shipping was actually possibly more than what I actually paid for it. And I think I think I got it on Crooked. Huh. Oh, look at that. Oh, well. No big deal. But, I get storage totes. Those storage totes have been sitting there since I moved in 2002. I need to have a garage sale, and well, let me get out my light and get rid of those exhaust pipes, because they've just been sitting there. I got rid of all my old F-150s years ago, and I just got my Rangers, and you know, if the exhaust goes on one of them, I'll be just putting stock exhaust back on it. But this feels good to look in here and see the floor. I've had a lot of tractors come in and out of here. I think, years ago, I think I had, about 5 or 6 Snapper rear engine riders in here. And I had them standing up on their ends. You know, the old ones are built, so if you took the gas out of them, you could stand them up on end, and they wouldn't leak anything. But I think I've had about every version of Snapper rear engine rider they've made, except the redesign that came out about 5 years ago. But yeah, there's the, that was another freebie. Got that from a customer I delivered pizza to. It's a Sears 20 horse. I got it, yeah, got it for free. Sold the mower deck. Got to get a starter for the engine. And if the engine on my Dixie Chopper mower is bad, I can take the engine off that and put it on the Dixie Chopper. The Toro 266H I picked up, probably 10 years ago for $100. I think it was $100. Didn't run. It's usually a safety interlock switch on it. The guy says he had bought it brand new from a dealer, and one day it wouldn't start, and he tried to fix it and he gave up on it. And I'm guessing, I don't know. I don't remember what deck it came with. Either a 42 or a 48. I would have sold them that and then got my money out of the tractor. And I probably have $0 into it, or even made money on it after I sold the mower deck. But you know, still got a rear axle. That white tote there that's breaking apart, that's a rear axle from a Toro 117 Groundsmaster. It's got a lot of slop in it. I should take the spherical rod ends off of it and then just haul it in with my next load of scrap. Maybe I should save that thing in the bottom, in the middle. It's got like it's a pivot. Maybe I should save that and then just throw the rest of it away. I think I tried selling it once. Nobody bit on it. But, well, we're at 20 minutes, 20 and a half minutes. Okay, well, maybe I should stop talking. I should go home. It's late. I should go home and just try to put my head down, go to bed, and get up actually before noon. That would be an accomplishment for me. Tuesday is my only day off this week, and I got up and I ate a little bit of food and took my drops and stuff, and I even took my turmeric and my curcumin pill, and then I was tired and I put my head down after eating and I slept another 2 hours, and then I felt better when I woke up. Really did. All right, well, that's enough of me yakking. Little tour of the storage, but yeah, I want to move on to this section. You know, once I'm out of here, that's $85 a month less that I'm paying to the owners here. You know, I'm sure they could rent this out to someone, or maybe one of their sons would be storing stuff in here. But anyway, well, my hands are getting cold. Thanks for watching. See ya. Bye.